Super relevant to talk about this video, when to hire your first full-time contractor or full-time staff member. Now, there's a couple of key elements here. Obviously, if you have a good sales month for a month, cool, that's all well and good, you're booked out for a month, but is that enough to keep a full-timer busy the whole time? I just want to talk about this. So, builder doing about $180,000 to $240,000 a year, been working with me for about 3 to 4 months. My goal is to get him up to north of $250,000 to $350,000 a year in revenue, maintaining a profit margin. So at some point I want to get a good qualified contractor so he can split the crews up. This is pretty much, at the moment, he's doing all the work himself, working with one sort of two-man band. Excuse me, I'm going to take this chewing gum out. Brennan, cut that shit out. And I said to him, what we want to be doing is we want to get his business booked 4 to 8 weeks out, but we want to have consistent work in the pipeline coming in. Now, anyone that sort of works with me knows that I bang on about a CRM tool. It doesn't have to be fancy. It's an Excel spreadsheet month by month, and all we're looking at doing is converting as many jobs to green as we can. So month after month, we can sort of see, okay, month 1 we converted 8% or 10% out of the leads that came into the business. Month 2 we converted 14 to 18% of the leads that came in. Month 3 we got some repeat business, but now we're converting a consistent sort of 20 to 30%, and that's because we're honing in on the sales process and we're trying to get as good as we can month after month and refining everything we're doing, how we're texting clients, how we're getting back to clients, how we're putting stuff into the CRM tool, how we're following up, etc., etc. So I said to him, until we've got a solid sort of 8-week pipeline and we can see sort of more than like maybe 15% of leads coming in and getting guaranteed into jobs, and then we can look at, cool, each of these jobs are roughly anywhere between a 2 to 4 week project. So we know on average we need to close X amount of jobs to be booked out X amount of weeks ahead. There'd be nothing worse than going and signing up a contractor to come and work at your business and you're only busy for 1 to 2 months and then you got to cut them because you've gone through this spike of heaps of work and then no work. So what we want to do is we want to build up a trend within the business so we can sort of see, cool, this month we hit this many jobs, this month we hit this many, then we just jumped up, maybe we just dropped down. We're just looking at constantly being up around here, not this. So I said to him, let's wait, and also we can look at it play by play, how everything's working out within the market and the business. So we've just come out of, somewhat of a winter. It's end of August. Summer season is coming up. So I said to him, let's get 8 weeks booked out. We're coming into summer. We still just need to refine these leads and how they're coming in and get the close rate up a little bit higher. So if you're a one-man contractor or you're looking at hiring the next person, what you need to do is be really, really diligent on your CRM tool. Look at how many jobs you're closing every single month. Look at how you're retargeting the existing leads, how many new leads are coming into the business, and just have a look at how you're kind of working your pipeline. Because ultimately, if we can get you off the tools or even just doing 20 hours a week, and I believe this is one of the hardest transitions in business, is going from part tools to part sales, part project management, completely removing the tools, but having enough income and profitability left over so you can take a salary, but also you can hire someone else to be on the tools full time. That's the hardest thing. So a little bit of cash in the bank helps with that. Having a consistent pipeline really, really helps with that. And just while we're here, if you want a 12-week consistent program on how we can help you with the sales process, reach out, hit the link in the description. That's what I'm good at, and that's what I can help you do, get confident and consistent sales within your business. So that's pretty much what we're looking at doing for any young contractor or builder coming in. You just want to know that you've kind of got 2 to 3 consistent months of steady jobs being closed. You've got enough work moving forward, and also you've got enough sort of cash in the bank to structure you being off the tools full time. You can pay for a good builder to come into the business, and you can also maintain a salary for yourself because you need to be paid to doing all the sales. So there are a couple of curly items that go into that, but hiring that first person is key, and getting that first person on board is massive for getting you off the tools, say 40 to 20 hours a week, and you can have someone come in and do all the tool work. And we could easily say, when you go from 20 hours a week of sales to 40 hours a week of sales, we could get that percentage up as well. So to clarify, a couple of key points there. Look at how many jobs are coming into your business month on month, how many you're closing, roughly what your win rate is. Look at how you can get that win rate up every single week. Sales, follow up, what you're sending the client, how much value you're giving them, your price proposals, how you're pricing your projects. And then also what the average duration of projects you do. You might win one job and you're booked out for 6 months. You might be a maintenance-y kind of builder or a trade owner. You win one job, you're only booked out for 2 days. So those are stats you need to look at before you hire your first contractor. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you would run that any differently.